he's undercut himself. I think the whole system needs to be shook up. It's ridiculous you can sign a year out and play.
Freddy The Eighth, we are back.
That's not 6 to go. Play on.
Come on!
Bang, see you later, champ.
Call an ambulance! Still going, Tony Staggs. Happy's on his way again.
Sidestep him, Cole. He's on the ground.
Oh, go, Freddy!
That's going through his brain.
Oh, Andrew Gordon. What has happened there? Oh, wow! Big Papa! Stop it. He's taking the mickey.
I'd like to see that again.
I've got nothing. Wow.
Wowee, there it is.
Yes, g'day. Welcome to Freddy in the Eighth, back for another week. 4 weeks till finals, baby, and lots to get through with these two. Hello, Bradley. Hello, Andrew.
Hello, James.
Nice.
All ready to go?
Yes.
We've got whiteboards.
I love
I'm excited.
whiteboard.
You've already got your whiteboard marker
As soon
ready
as
to
I
go?
get into coaching mode, I need a whiteboard. You need to write on a whiteboard.
Were you all about that in
I love
camp?
whiteboards. Yeah. Constantly writing on it.
Right.
I'm not sure if they're looking at it already
Right.
yet.
That's cool.
We're talking about the same thing here.
Whiteboards.
Whiteboards.
Oh, okay. Didn't know what you're talking about.
Noughts,
It
crosses.
might have been jail talk.
Yes. Quiz time. To kick things, I just want to warm you boys up, all right?
Right up.
Okay. Are you ready? What are you
I
writing?
need to write a headline.
Quiz.
We need to know what's happening.
Quiz time.
Quiz time.
Done. That looks great. Okay, so this is just to refresh everyone that's watching and to refresh your own minds as well as to who's where with a month to go. Who's the leading try scorer in the NRL
At the moment.
right now? You just need to write it down. Yep. Okay.
Do we turn it around?
Yeah, Brad, I'd like to see yours, please. Alex Johnston, Fox. Brad,
Boom.
1 up. 24. He's on. Remember, he's injured.
I saw it the other day. It was funny.
I thought you meant the end of the year.
Josh Adokars on 21, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Who has the most points in the NRL right now?
The most points.
I'll give you a clue. We interviewed him on 100% Footy on Monday night. Not that either of you would have been watching. Adam Reynolds for Andrew. Adam Reynolds for Brad. Ruben Garrick on 240. Adam Reynolds second on 214.
Hey, if you want to get rid of that black, you just do this.
COVID compliant. Who knows where
Give me
that
my mask.
Where's that mouth?
Is that what your llamas do when they're angry at you?
Oh, mate, the Marwan's been very angry lately.
Right, dear idea. Okay.
Garrick, look up.
Who has the most try assists in the NRL after 21 rounds?
Most try assists.
Well, it's going to be a halfback.
So let's just say their name hasn't been mentioned yet, but a player in their team has. Okay, Cody Walker, Nathan Cleary. Brad, you're 2-0 up. Cody Walker, 28.
Yo!
All right, you've still got time, Andrew.
We have some water here. I can't keep doing that.
You don't even need it.
I just like doing it.
Yeah. Who has given out the most penalties?
Given away.
Yeah. What player? Oh, this is good. Here, actually, this might not even help. He's not playing this weekend. Yeah, see, that's...
He's not playing this weekend.
I'm pretty sure he's not.
Come on, lifts.
I'm almost sure.
Oh, wait up.
Yep. What do we got? Angus Crichton, JWH. I'm giving that one to Andrew. He's second, JWH. It's Jack Hetherington. So,
Of course it's
Wait up. You're going to give me one for coming second.
Needs it.
Well, mate, everyone gets a silver medal.
At least he was on the
These
list.
days, there's no winners or losers.
He's on the list. All right. And
Everyone gets a certificate.
last question. Which club has the most missed tackles? And it's not as obvious as you think.
Right.
I'll give you that as a bit of help. This is, I'm actually surprised by this. I'm very surprised. Considering where they are.
Hang on.
Yeah, considering where they are in the ladder, I'm actually pretty surprised by this.
Hang on.
That's right.
Hang on.
Yeah. Get out of there. I'll clean you like I clean my whiteboard.
Yeah, no.
Still in the finals race. Knights, Titans, split the difference. Sharks. 755, Cowboys 705. Brad, you won. Sorry, Andrew. But yeah. The noise is back. Hey, while we're on the Sharks, let's get into an issue that has been around for a week now with their Will Chambers and sledging. He's not playing this weekend. Josh Hannay, the coach, says it's not because of the sledging. Is it because of the sledging? And what do you think of what Will's been dishing out over the last 2 games?
It's been going on since probably day died. It's just now there's cameras and there's microphones.
Yep. Well, he got what he wanted, didn't he? Got to play a sin bin.
Well, this is the thing nowadays. You can do it without fear. And it started back years ago. You can probably look at a player like Michael Ennis, had a career out of it. There was no retribution of getting your head punched in.
I think it's okay. You know, at the end of the day, though, last week his own player got all emotional and headbutted someone and got sin bin. This week he got punched in the head and they've lost both games. So at the end of the day, you know what? His footy should be telling the story. Maybe this is a bit of frustration coming out because he hasn't really done much. He's a good player. I think Will Chambers got a bit to offer a team, but he's not really doing much. So I think the coach's decision is the right one. Doesn't matter which way he paints it.
Is sledging more suitable when you're leading or when it's tight rather than when you're getting pumped?
Well, some players do it early to get a player off his game.
Yep.
I used to read that the Australian cricket team had a list of guys they could sledge and the list of guys just don't sledge.
Because you won't win that battle? Or
well, you sledge in Tendulkar, he just goes, right, I'm going to get 300.
Yep.
Where other players, they just
melt.
work on it.
Yep.
Same as footy. It's players, you can get off their games. Players, you don't sledge good and tell us. Just let him be.
Oh, yeah. There's also you know what you're getting with a Will Chambers, just like you know what you're getting with a Jack Hetheridge and a Kane Evans. Like, they're going to be hotheads and you know they're going to spend time on the sideline. You know Will's going to dish it out.
Yeah, I think that the coach has made the right decision, without a doubt. And whether it's about the sledging or about the form, Will's just not doing enough on the field at the moment.
Will he be playing in the NRL next year, Will Chambers?
That's interesting.
Ask Craig Fitzgibbon.
Well, I know Fitzy was pretty keen early. But I think Fitzy's also mostly going on, you know, the visions of Will a couple of years ago, playing for Melbourne and playing that really good defensive role and just being a good player in general. But
that was a bad miss.
At the end of the day, they haven't really done that much, the Sharks of late, really, have they? So, you know, Will was brought to save tries more than anything and a bit of experience, and he's failing in that department.
I think he'll be there next year.
Yeah?
One more year.
One more?
Yeah.
Okay. You get him on a pretty good price these days anyway.
He didn't have an off-season, did he?
No.
Came back from
came from
Rugby Unions,
Japan.
Japanese.
Yeah.
And from what I hear, he's pretty good around training. You know, he's got that constitution from the Melbourne Storm, and I think along with those other blokes like Finucane and McInnes, he can either join them and bring all those kids up to that standard, or he'll get found out. But I'm pretty sure he's a pretty good fellow, I hear. Don't know that well. Let's
get to a player that's got plenty of future in the game ahead of him. That is the man that carved it up for the Panthers against the Roosters on Saturday night.
Burton flashes past you. Tedesco was left behind. Extraordinary play from Burton, the speedster. Here he is again with the ball. Damien Rudd. Get me the rope. Get me the rope. Burton has scored for Penrith.
Beats going on there. That had a club troppo at Central Coast Leagues feel about it.
I'm going to earpiece.
You're not hearing any of that.
I couldn't hear it.
She's flying blind with this saliva this afternoon. Hey, hey, let's get into Matty. But has he signed that contract with the Bulldogs too early? He's in at the moment. He could have had an extra zero.
I enjoy the mid-year swaps, and there's a period for that.
Yep.
I think players signing a year out, I find utterly ridiculous. I think it. Other than serving a manager well, I think it's ridiculous. I just can't see any benefit from anyone. Doesn't help fans, doesn't help clubs.
Yep.
It might help managers. It doesn't really help players that much, because I think this is a great example of he's halved his money. He is, he's gone and signed, 3 years? I don't know, 3 years?
He's a couple of years.
Gus has said they're going to give him a little bit.
Well, one thing, Gus
crumbs.
You're right, Andrew. On 100% footy on Monday night,
dust.
Andrew Webster put it to Gus and said, will you look at upgrading him? And this is before he's even started at the club. Gus said one thing under his whenever he's been in the club is no one's ever been underpaid. He always will look at the situation and go,
It's true, Penrith.
would you, yeah, can we get...
I bet you it was.
Gus did my contract.
Yes.
He was my coach.
Yep.
He'll look after him because he's going to be the marquee player, and he's shown again, like, not only he's brought a performance like that against the Roosters, he also did against Melbourne without Nathan. He's done it a couple of times without some of the big name players there. So he's shown not only he can complement the team and play centre and score tries.
This one. Change of angle before he caught the ball. There's only a handful of players in the world could do that. I didn't know he was this good a player. I watched him in lower grades. In particular, watched him really close, and I thought he was a really good game manager. He had a great kicking game, but I didn't see this speed and evasion and attack. He is just truly elite.
Mate, and goal kicks, and kicks in general play. Got a great kick in general play. Mate, he's undercut himself. I think the whole system needs to be shook up. It's ridiculous you can sign a year out and play. I just can't see it benefit anyone. Like, give me any excuse you want to say that it works, and it's not going to wear.
Obviously, Nathan on the sideline is giving Matt Burton some serious game time, which is great for him, great for the Bulldogs next year that he's going to have plenty of match play, particularly in big game scenarios. What do they do with Nathan at the moment? I see that he's named in the extended squad again this week.
I think he'll play this week.
Yep.
Knowing Nathan, he'll want to get back out in the field. What are we, 4 weeks out from the semis? That gives him a pretty good block. He hasn't played for, what would it be, Freddie?
They've got South. Yeah, they've got South next week, which is a big game.
I think he'll play this week, and I think they'll put a massive, massive score on with a player like Nathan coming back. Dragons depleted, no Ben Hunt especially. I think the Panthers can put a huge score on.
So the thing is, right, they're going to play South Sydney round one. That's just happening in the semis. So does Nathan need to be back? Does he need to play this week or against South Sydney next week? I don't know. Does he need to?
If you're going to finish second or third...
The shoulder's not going to improve. It's like a tear. So, you know, it's all whether he can withstand the pain. And apparently, you know, he's a great trainer. So he'll be out there working as best he can. So it's make sure he only got so many games he can hold up to. I'd be holding off.
Till finals?
Well, till closer.
Maybe
a week or two out from the finals.
Yep. Watch this space. With that one, let's get into our Fast Five. And we're keeping it fast.
Can I use this still?
If you want, but you've still got to answer the questions. Right. The World Cup gone, as we know, at the end of the year. Test matches, play them. Australia, New Zealand, Tonga, Samoa, Fiji. How do you make it work?
Well, do we do like a West Indies model where we combine Samoa, Tonga, Fiji, PNG, Cook Islands?
Yep.
Pick a... what would you call it, Polynesian All-Stars, and play Australia and New Zealand in Tri-Series. But there needs to be more international footy. We need to reward Tonga especially for the sacrifices those players have made. Samoa, Fiji, PNG. Fiji and PNG, you look at the Fijian players playing at the moment. Jesus, some cracking players. So,
Yes.
I'm a big no. The idea is to allow the players to go and recover. This ain't going to let the players recover, and I think it's a bit disrespectful towards the people that have been working their absolute butt off at the World Cup on that level, the World Cup level, that have just been told, no, Australia and New Zealand aren't coming over, and then been told, you know, and then had to go away and, you know, they're talking at government level. I just think it's a massive slap in the head for them. It's a fat no for me.
Cool. So it was more obviously it's a travel, it's the commitment to the...
I'm fat shaming it no.
So even if
I'm fat shaming it yes.
If they're all still based in Queensland, they're playing it at Suncorp, no travel, just a game?
Well, the whole idea was to allow the players to rest. You know, the clubs are at the forefront of this decision, and you know you can understand because they had a limited pre-season last year. There's been a lot of injuries this year, so you know what?
Fat no.
It's a fat no.
I got a skinny yes.
Number two, Ryan James.
Why is a skinny lad?
Corey Horsburgh. Loaned to the Doggies short term by
Great stuff.
the Raiders. You like it?
Yep. Well, they're not getting any footy. They're training hard. They want to get out on the weekend and have some physical contact. So well done.
And the Dogs aren't playing in the semis.
Yep.
So yeah, great way to get them some game time.
Does it matter whether the players that they're coming in for were suspended or injured?
No. No.
Just get him in there.
Well, especially in those positions. There's some positions you just can't be throwing. It's pretty careless to be throwing people in the front row of a footy game if you haven't got some sort of experience there or you're not ready for it. So,
When I went to Warrington in 2005, I was there for like 4 days and played the first game. Then out in the field, I was calling Knights plays. All the pommies like, what? What's that, lad? Birdie, go here for a birdie. BK, do this. What are you talking about?
Hey, Angus Crichton, is he going to go to rugby union?
Oh, please. Opposition playing the centres and never get the ball.
you wouldn't go to rugby at the moment, would you? They're a little bit shaky, aren't they? How'd they go?
He came from there, right?
Well, he played at the school. No, he played rugby league as a kid. He went to a rugby union
He played
school.
rugby, yeah, right.
He's from Young.
Yeah, he's down that way. He was a rugby league player, but he went to Scott, so he played a lot of rugby union through his schooling days.
He's a man-child.
Oh, a big athlete. You wouldn't go to rugby union at the moment, would you? Maybe French rugby union. Don't they give out all the coin?
French rugby union.
Yeah.
Japanese rugby, but if you have a look at the rugby league players, they do it at the end of their career. So, no.
What is did I read something? Marika gets.
Marika Korobidi?
Well,
So
no. Semi Radradra. What is it? Didn't he get like a couple of $1 million?
He gets like, he's like 1.8.
He got a national player of the year.
Well, you'd never come home. And he'll do that for 6, 7, 8 years. Well done.
Have you seen him play?
Go semi.
Union.
I saw him.
No.
They beat England first time, and he was playing in the centres. I don't know, inside or outside. They couldn't tackle him. He was just charging, just stabbing.
He was so good.
Semi.
Imagine him and Sivo on either wings. How they couldn't pull that.
Reality TV show. Me and Frederico go to Fiji and find some players and bring them back.
See, and have a surf while you're there.
Do right.
Hey, a couple of quick ones to finish up. George Burgess to the Dragons. Yay or nay?
Yes.
Yep.
If fit.
Brad, are you going to write it down, are you?
That's a tick.
What's a tick?
Yep. Look forward to when he plays Tom.
Yes, I'm with you on that. And what are you looking forward to? Women in League round.
I'm in league round.
Just rewarding. The people you don't see are the mums. So I remember my mum driving me to training, driving me to games, rep games when you're playing, up the coast or wherever. So rewarding the mums.
Yeah, canteens. I used to love going to the canteen. You do ball boy to get a free. You used to get a chip sandwich at one stage. Remember they come in handy? You used to get the chips, packet of chips.
But I'd have to be ball
butter,
boy.
white bread, squash it together.
Where were you ball boy at? What?
Mount Pritchard a lot, Ashcroft.
So I used to get there at midday and do third grade, thirsty thirds, reserve grade and first grade. Then at the end, pie and Coke.
See?
There used to be, you think of all the footy comps they used to run. There was a time there when I was younger, there was a pub comp that ran around like Liverpool. You should have seen it. Violent.
There's so many
I had to run ball boy up and down the sideline there, mate. It was violent.
You learn some things about life, eh, Brad?
Same thing. There's a pub comp at Cessna. I remember going and watching one of my dad's mates.
The railway
before
hotel.
they run out, there's no shed. They're just all around neck and brown musket. I was going, wow.
I used to look forward to the Penrith pink jerseys. I always loved their jerseys, but now they wear them all the time.
Yep.
That'd be another thing I'd go to the league.
Brown musket.
Too many jerseys. Home
I
and away.
totally agree.
Keep it simple.
Home and away.
Not even home and away. Just one jersey.
They do that in England, don't they? The soccer, so they have a home and away, so they get to change their away strip every year. So they, if anything, for marketing and making a bit of money if they want. That'd be it, max.
Round 21 of the National Rugby League. We're in Townsville, Sunshine Coast, Gold Coast, Redcliffe, Suncorp Stadium as we salute our women in league.
When you're watching the game, celebrate every player. When you dream of becoming the first, make sure you're not the last. When they look at you, be the person they can look up to. When you're part of the game, you're shaping the future. We need to lead the charge towards a level playing field. However big or small, you can play your part, because this game can't be for all unless we're all in it together. Harvey Norman Women in League Round. Play your part.
Yeah, looking forward to all getting underway. Live on 9. We'll
That
get to
last clip
some
there, that
tips
was
shortly.
Nathan Cleary's
Sister,
Is she
yeah.
ball girl?
Yeah. Jet used to do it, the son.
So she looks about 12, 13.
Yeah, no, a bit old. She's about Zach's age, about 14, 15, I'd say.
Hey, Broncos. We're watching with interest to see what unfolds with them on the field. But Andrew, decision made by Brodie Croft on his career. He's going to Salford in the UK Super League. Does this help or hinder his footy career? 24 years of age.
Hopefully help. Go there and develop his game. He left the Storm. He was in a great regime there, and obviously playing outside Cameron Smith helps. But he's gone to the Broncos. He hasn't fired a shot. He has not fired a shot. Just looks down on confidence. Doesn't know his job. Doesn't know what his job is. Getting hooked. I imagine his confidence is just way down. But I think it's the last we've seen of Brodie in the NRL. I think he'll go over Super League and stay there.
Not many come back. I was talking to Middo. Not many come back. Ben Murdoch-Magosilla recently. Obviously George Burgess has just come back. Pat Richards came back. Albert Kelly obviously come back. There's a few come back and filter in to teams, but not many come back and star. He's still young enough, make sure to go over and,
Blake
toughen
Austin.
up.
I'm surprised he hasn't come back.
Yeah.
Big, strong, running 5'8". Anyway, I think he'll go over there and stay.
I think they go over and enjoy it as well.
Well, mate, there's less pressure.
Yeah.
Less pressure, and it's an open footy. More open, more ball movement. It's fun.
How will it work with the Broncos? There was an article in the Oz today talking about how with their contract negotiations now, they're going to be a bit more fierce and put a deadline on it rather than getting played, having contract negotiations go for 6-9 months. Just say, hey, this is the date, this is the amount, get it done. Will that work? Where do you draw the line in the sand if you feel like you're getting played a bit like they may have?
Well, if you're getting played, you just got to act on, as if you're getting played. But if you've got someone like Nathan Cleary and you think you're a chance of getting him and it takes long and you put a deadline on it and you miss him, then you haven't played smart. Every negotiation is different. But if you're getting played, you can, it's like anything in life.
How did you respond to contract deadlines as a player, Brad?
I never had one. At Penrith, the coach signed me to Penrith, and then Super League came and I went to the Roosters. That was the only time I was always signed like a year off, I think. Like just extended my deal prior to it coming to a deadline. You the same?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Were you going to go to rugby at one stage?
One stage, yeah.
Were you close?
Yep.
Was that at the end?
2004. I just had to get out of Newcastle.
Yeah.
It was just suffocating at the time. But I'm glad I stayed.
Absolutely. Hey, tips this weekend. You ready? Live on 9. Round 21, Women in League round kicks off.
Is it free on 9? It's free.
Raiders.
Live and free.
It's free to wear TV, Brad.
Is
You've got to pay for the electricity. You've got to pay for the TV.
Is that free or is that the number free?
That's free.
Live and free.
Thanks for confirming that in amongst all your spit. Melbourne, Canberra. Who wins? You two?
Melbourne.
Okay.
20. 30 plus.
Brisbane Roosters.
Ooh.
Friday night, thanks to Mac.
Brisbane.
I think Roosters.
Look at that.
I just watched the Roosters last week. So many players out. He's done an incredible job, Trent Robinson. I just think they're coming to the end. No Jared Waria. How do you say it?
Waria.
Waria.
And
No Graves?
No Angus.
No, Angus.
Yeah.
Still can't believe he's...
Look at their front row, but they've still got a pretty good side. You've got Isaac Liu, Satilli moves back to the back row, Siwa, you've got those couple of young kids on the bench,
Fletcher Baker.
Egan Butcher.
Egan Butcher, he's been...
Nat Butcher.
really
So,
impressive.
I find there's still a lot of big game experience. And I reckon the halfback will love to beat Broncos. And I reckon if they do a good job, he's the best player on the field, little Sammy.
It's a lot of Bakers and Butchers, isn't it? Saturday night footy. Oh, did we mention Xavier Coates is back?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Albert Kelly's in there. I
Yeah,
like Albert
Kelly.
Kelly. He's a footy player.
Oh, he's a good player.
Passes the ball.
Manly Parramatta. This is a beauty. Denica and the team live
Here we
from
go
7
again.
p.m. You working another Saturday?
Yeah.
You're back on. How'd you go last week?
It was good. Had the shakes. About 4 o'clock, had the shakes. Saturday. Nothing's in my hand. Well,
Just get out Powerade.
no, it's not the same, mate.
All right.
The pretend Powerade.
Powerades don't come in cans.
Bit of sparkling
They
water.
can, mate.
at the
Well, the
bubbles.
tins now, not the bottles. Tins.
Yeah, there's non-alcoholic beer out there these days, Andrew. It's
Mate,
everywhere.
wash your mouth. Wash your mouth. Mate, if you say that, I can hear Gary Johns running from Cessna
Coming in with just the coat hanger me.
with bellyache shotgun. Non-alcoholic beer? What? I got a funny story about my dad, but I can't tell it.
Why?
Of course I can't tell it.
Definitely can't tell it. Okay.
No, I can't tell. I'll tell you off air. It involves...
Can you ride it?
No.
That's even worse.
It involves the champion Melbourne jockey, Jamie Carr.
Right. Okay. Enough said. Sorry, everyone at home. Manly Parramatta. Who wins?
I'm going Manly. Going Manly.
A couple of front rowers out for Manly, but
No Pasoko, no Sipley. I can't believe I'm a total non-gambler. $1.20 for the Seagulls. Like Parramatta are in front of them. But if Manly lose this game, so top 4 would be out.
Yep.
Parramatta, this is their go.
I worry about Eagles coming up last week. That was a semi-final like intensity against the Storm, and they took the Storm to the 12th round. I think the Eels can bounce back. They just have to. They have to have a win.
Alrighty, Sharks and the Knights, Sunday Arvo, thanks to Chemist Warehouse. Oh no, this is great. 'cause
Knights
you've got
just win. Surely they
9th
just
and 10th going head to head. Cronulla 2 points further back though after that loss. So Newcastle.
Just think they'll struggle to get points while Newcastle with Kalen, you just get your points.
I want to look at the run in for the Sharks because at the moment I just feel like they are sort of treading water. There's talk that there's a bit of drama in the camp, so they play the Knights and they play the Tigers. Then they play the Broncos. This is
And
good
they
TV.
finish
Then they
half, right?
finish up with the Storm.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
yeah, Sharks, get your outfits ready for Mad Monday after the last round.
You can have that minute back too if you just want to fast forward that section where he's looking at this.
Well, I'm about to do something similar. I'm no maths guru, but if Manly win, beating Parramatta, and the Roosters lose, that would see Seagulls in 4th at the end of the round,
Yep.
right? Yeah, wow, okay. There we go.
Yep.
We are done. Any lockdown tips? What are you guys up to? Anything in particular? Gardening, surfing when you can? Anything else?
Baking.
What have you been?
Cooking.
What have you
Baked dinners, chocolate chip cookies.
Brownies. Brad, anything? What's Marie got you doing at home?
Gardening. I'm just
gardening.
I'm digging holes in it. That's hard work. Man, I dug holes yesterday. It killed me. My hand.
Green thumbs.
I've been doing
Not
the same.
green, brown like dirt.
I've been doing the same.
Like digging holes. We're cooked. Thank you, Brad.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Andrew.
A lot of cuddling.
That's a lot of
How
cuddling.
good's a cuddle,
though? That's great.
Morning cuddles.
That's it for Freddy the Eighth. We'll catch you next week. Bye for now.